Great. Once you're in the CRM, if we look at the header section over here, these are the standard modules available in the CRM. Home, leads, contacts, accounts, so on and so forth are the standard modules in a CRM. If you click the three dots over here, you'd get to see all the rest of the standard available modules in Zoho CRM which they offer. Let's click on the settings and go to modules and fields. Once we're in settings, modules and fields, you get to see all the standard modules that are offered by Zoho CRM.
Okay.
This caters to a multiple number of industries. Standard all industries,
Mm-hmm.
sales, marketing, retail, construction, real estate, so on and so forth. The standard modules which usually relate to all sectors are leads and contacts. Accounts in this scenario is another standard module which is known as a company. So, if Wyeth is a contact in Zoho CRM, he works for IT Solution Solved. In this scenario, IT Solution Solved is an account or a company in Zoho CRM. Deals. The old word which Zoho used to use for deals was opportunity. A deal is not a sale, a deal is an opportunity for a sale where you actually get to manage the stages of the sale that you currently are at. Activities are of three different types. Activities are of tasks, calls, and events. Tasks are basically reminders to remind you of a certain action or a to do. An event in this scenario would be an event of the webinar which we just had. So if I wanted to have a Zoho meeting with the team, I'd go and create an event under the activity. You have different standard modules such as calls, reports, analytics, products, quotes, sales orders, purchase orders, invoices, sales inbox, campaigns, vendors, price books, cases, solutions, documents, forecasts, visits, socials, Google Ads, projects, and services. Services has been a newly launched module by Zoho CRM. Rename tabs. Renaming tabs in Zoho basically means to change the name of a particular tab or a module. In this instance, let's come down to accounts. Let's change the name to an easier identifiable name. Look over here on top on the header section. You will see beside contacts, you will see accounts. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Yep. So now I'm going to rename accounts to companies. Click on this. It has been renamed to companies and it is changed in the settings section itself. Fields. Fields are the heart and soul of the CRM. Without fields, it is impossible to use a CRM. Let us see what a field is. Let's open up the leads module or the leads tab. Standard information of an individual, a company, or a deal, or whichever module it may be, is known as a field. Field is where the basic information or delicate information of a person, a company, or an opportunity might go. In this instance, this is a company field where you put down the name of the company. You put down the individual's first name, last name, and the lead owner is the admin or manager of the CRM. Relationship fields. Relationship fields are what they say they are. Relationship fields in this instance in the CRM is a standard lookup field. A lookup field between either a parent to parent module or a parent to child module. So for example, if I am a debt settlement company or a mortgage company or say a credit card agency, what are the standard information that a credit card agency looks for in terms of relationships? When you ever fill out a credit card form, whether it be on paper or online, you put in your first name and your last name. However, they always ask you for your mother's maiden name, correct? So in this instance, in the lead or the contact or any other section which is there or module which is there, you can actually have a relationship field. As in the example which I just gave you, that in a lead field, if I have Wyeth Myers as the lead, his mother's name would then be a relationship lookup field. This is what a lookup field is, and this is a multi-select lookup field. A standard lookup field is for one individual. A multi-select lookup field is for many individuals. Stage and probability mapping. Stage and probability mapping is found within the opportunity or the deals section. So we could either call it deals or you may choose to call it an opportunity. Give me a second, let me just get to stage probability mapping. So we're currently in the deals module where you have the stage probability mapping. What is it? It basically guides you on a visual perspective as to where you currently are or which stage of the deal you currently are in. If you have to look at the default information which has been provided by Zoho, they have given qualification of a deal leaves you at the 10% probability. This deal needs analysis, which gives you a 20% probability. So probably on your first call, you may get the lead as a qualified person. The next call might just make you need more information. You may have to dig a little deeper as to what the company does, the type of client that he is, and that needs analysis. Then you have value proposition. You gauge the requirements of your client. You then identify whether he is a decision maker. If so, it makes the value proposition in this scenario easier because not only do you gauge the requirements of this particular individual for his company, but since you're speaking to him, it makes it easier to directly approach him with those or for those requirements. Proposal price quote in this scenario is when you send that individual or a company an estimate, negotiation, or a review which takes place if a negotiation after that estimate has been sent to the client. The next stage is either closed won or closed lost. Closed won equals to 100 and the forecast type changes to closed won because you have won your deal. Closed lost means unfortunately for various reasons the deal didn't go through. You change it, the probability goes to 0 and the forecast type changed to closed lost. Closed loss to competition means if IT Solutions Solved has won a deal with a company which was previously handling another Zoho client, another Zoho partner, and we have won it. We have won it to that competition. So for that competition, that Zoho partner, they would have lost to us being the competition. Now for stage probability mappings, you can have it changed or customized in requirements to your specific industry or requirements. Validation rules. Give me a second while I go to it. Validation rules are basically verification rules for fields within the CRM. I'll give you an example of a validation rule. In the CRM, if you have a field where you are supposed to not enter an amount greater than 15% for a certain requirement, and you put in 20%, the validation rule shows up in red as a warning saying that you have exceeded the percentage that needs to be inputted into the CRM. So for example, if you are the owner of a company and you have a user using the CRM and he puts his sales commission in or the commission in for that particular deal which he's working as for 20%, it won't get accepted because the max cap on his commission is 15%. He can't go over that. So that is what a validation rule is. Listview. Come to leads. Let me show you what a list view is. List views are custom views within the CRM. You have the tabular view, you have the Kanban view, and you have a canvas view. The current view which we are looking at is a tabular view. A Kanban view gives you a better breakup based on categorizations and aggregations and a choice of field sets that are chosen. The canvas view works well for companies such as real estate or construction, where you have the image. If it is a particular real estate company, you can have the house to let over here, the name of the property, and the current status that property is at, and its various sub information. A related list. A related list is a subsection of information within a specific tab which has been chosen by a lookup field. The previous scenario which I gave you of a relationship of a parent to parent or parent to sibling or child in that regards was an example of a credit card company. Now, when you create a lookup, you have to create a related list. That related list, for example, will show up down below over here as mother to parent or mother to son or mother to daughter relationship. The standard view which the CRM gives for related lists are notes, attachments, products, open activities, closed activities, emails, invited events, campaigns, and social media. Plus, you can add in custom links as well into this list. The first example which I gave you of the credit card sibling to parent lookup will also be added in over here when you create specific lookup lists. Now that also comes in relation to many to many lookup lists, but that we will discuss at a later date. Custom links. Custom links are used usually when you want to pull in data either from an application, a website, or from the CRM itself. A custom link. A custom link sorry, not a custom link. The custom buttons are buttons which you can add in the modules. In this scenario, if you see the send email, even though that is a hard-coded button provided by Zoho, that is what a button looks like. You can have another button created over here through the settings, going to modules and fields and customization and clicking on a new custom button. So for example, if you've created a lead and you want to directly convert it to a deal, you can create a custom button over here called convert. You can click on that, choose, and then convert it to a deal. Web tabs. Web tabs are specific tabs which come up on your headers over here for your web service. That could either be for external pages or that could be for internal CRM tabs. Templates. Templates are of various kinds. The most standard template is an email template, which is created in the CRM. Let us view a standard template. It's a predefined email template with content inputted with the merge fields. So, an instance of a template saving you time and energy would be to create a template to thank a person for an inquiry. So if there's an inquiry which has come in through your website form and which is integrated into the CRM, as soon as the lead is created within the CRM, a thank you for your inquiry email is sent out to that specific individual with predefined data or pre-populated data within the content. So as soon as the lead gets created, you can say, thank you, pull in the lead's first name, thank you Wyeth for your inquiry. We will have a sales consultant get back to you within the next 24 hours. The other types of templates which are there are inventory templates. You could have your purchase order templates customized to your requirement. You could have your sales order templates customized to your requirement, an invoice template and a quote template, or in this regard, an estimate specifications created to your requirement. You also have mail merge templates in this folder. Mail merge templates work well with Zoho Writer. Zoho Writer is a competitor to Google Docs or Microsoft Word. Mail merge again pulls in the information which could be either taken from the CRM or from the document in terms of specific pre-populated fields. Home tab. What is the Home tab? The Home tab in the CRM